Charles of Turner's Gold. Lots of people have been asking me how I do the stone inlay work that I do. So today I'm going to show you the basics of stone inlay. To do this, I'm going to turn a bracelet out of this black walnut. This is a domestic wood, grows everywhere around here, not too hard to come across. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it up and then inlay some stone into it. And so first we go ahead and start with cutting off a slab of this and turning it to a bracelet length. So we'll go ahead and do that. Quite simply, just like that. Now, like we had said last time, you could call this done if you want. And let's see if you can see the way the light lights that up. Alright, we could call that done. but we're going to go ahead and put some stone in it and bring the value of it up a little bit. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 bands of stone in it. So I need to go ahead and cut those. And I think I'm going to put one right here and one right here. So we'll go ahead and put those grooves in there. Use my flat gouge. Brush off. Alright, now we got 2 grooves for the stone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and seal those again. Just like that. Now we get into stone inlay. Very simply, this is the cover plate for a lamp, like a light that goes on your ceiling. Anything metal that will allow you to crush the chips without them flying out. And this is a 2-pound jogging barbell. And this is my way of doing it. When it comes to crushing the stones, there's no right or wrong way, just because they're all makeshift ways. I've heard of some people who take a piece of lead pipe and then they crush the stone in that. I've heard of people doing lots of other things, but this is just the way that works for me. And there you have it. We've got a nice crushed stone, some powder, some chips, and I've still got a piece of that left over. We'll go ahead, and for small chips and powder like this is, first I take and I put a little bit of super glue inside the groove, and then I drop in the stone. And I'm just going to repeat this process on and on all the way around. Now that I've got this done, I'm going to go ahead and let it set for a little while, and then I've got to grind it down. The problem with this is it's never going to be flawless. There's always going to be gaps and pits. So this is actually a 2-step process. First you do the large stones and you set those in there, and then you go back in with powder and you do the exact same process. Fill in any gaps with super glue, pour the powder over it. And then once you grind that down, you should have a pretty flush surface. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now that it's dried a little bit, what I'm going to do is, this is a piece of a grinding wheel. And the grinding wheel broke on me, but I've been using it for stone inlay ever since. And very simply what we're going to want to do is take, now that this is dried, and just grind it down. Alright, so I'm now finishing up the final grinding of this. Only took me about 20 minutes or so. Alright, and now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and turn the lathe back on, and just using a heavy grit, give it one good sand. And this helps knock loose any of the free debris. One good sand, and then go ahead and blow away all the stuff. Now if you see, there are lots of pits and imperfections, and so that's where the second step of the process comes in. Stone inlay is not a step, it is a process in itself. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and repeat the entire process, but this time with a finer set of stones. So this time I'm going to use the same stone, just the powder, and very simply take and put the super glue in the pits where it's lacking, and drop the powder in there. Alright, I want to do that the whole way around, just fill in any gaps. Since this is a slightly larger gap, I'm going to want to use some of the chips instead of the powder, just to fill them in a little bit more, and then we'll go back to the powder. Now that we're done with that, we'll go ahead and just spray it up with the finish, flip it over, and sand the other side real quick, and be done. That last coat of finish actually brings out the color of the stone, and you can actually still see that wood light up like that. Alright, we've got a finished product. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.